Space Cowboy Books presents Simultaneous Times, a science and speculative fiction podcast. Short stories to stir the imagination by contemporary authors.
Fat Stream by Rudy Rucker. From the collection Complete Stories. Music by Fog Machine. Read by Jean-Paul Garnier, Zara Khan, Patricia Thompson, Tamara Good, and Red Blue Black Silver. I'm Zach, and I hang with this highly charismatic woman, Zick. We have a streamer show out of San Francisco. It's called Zick Zack. I'm the eye, and Zick is the star. She's a natural. People can't stop looking at her. Gestures, voice, expressions, phrasing, she reels them in. Me being the eye means I wear a helmet with 8 outward-pointing cameras. Also, a pinhead selfie cam aimed at my face. Our stream's users are interactively immersed. That is, we're sending them so much data that they're in a reality bubble containing Zick and me. They can move around in our virtual space, and they can look any direction they please. Ambient eyeball kicks. They imagine they're with us, a member of our posse. Since I'm the eye of our reality bubble, the patched-together image of my body is FooBar. Our streamware filters out this degraded geometry and replaces it with a textured wireframe model of me. We use my live selfie stream for the model's face. Not that I'm anything special to look at. A skinny single guy in his 30s, sadly yearning for love, never the right woman, never the right time. Zick is the one the users watch. My high-def cameras lock onto her. She wears a couple of pinhead selfie cams as well, filling in any bits that my cams don't cover. Most of the users hang close to Zick. Some of them watch her from an inch away. Not that she sees them. We've got 2 others in our crew, Gustav and Clabber Girl, skewed hipsters like Zick and me. Gustav is 6'4" and big around the waist, with a reasonable amount of muscle. He has the largest 45 record collection in town. Clabber Girl is hard-bitten and tattooed, with dishwater hair and an unpredictable laugh. They keep the stream live and do their best to block malware feedback. My voice is a big part of the show. I go for manic, weird, and insinuating, punctuated with bursts of gibberish and flashes of heartfelt corn. I'll pretty much say anything. Whatever keeps the stream bouncing, even if it's rude. We have fans, we have haters. Our show runs 6 nights a week, with Mondays off. Often we end our streamcasts at Seedy's, an all-night dive in the Tenderloin. We get lit with other streamers, both local and remote. Eyes and stars blending their bubbles, mixing sly, strange image flashes, zapping each other with hideous strobe, running psychedelic feedback, letting the ambient chaos take us where it may. Sometimes our jams are the best part of the show. This one particular Sunday night, a week before Christmas, we're at Seedy's, jamming with a couple of solo streamers, a kazoo raver from Oaktown and a surfer from Santa Cruz. Plus, there's a remote eye and star pair. They're not talking, just gesturing. According to their stream tags, they're Jumpy and Sex from Wichita, Kansas. Jumpy is the eye. His body image shows a guy in tight jeans and a striped sweatshirt. I like his looks. Zex, the star, is a woman wearing yellow construction boots and a sequined hot couture gown with only one sleeve, like a model in Vogue. It's 3 a.m. and Zick is vamping a torch song, winding things down. The kazoo raver morphs his raz into big band swing. The surfer is sculpting cold light waves. Sex in the boots and gown is doing Tai Chi moves. Fine, 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 fine. But then, Jumpy points his finger at me, and, oopsie daisy, I'm screaming. I'm not in control. I've been pawned. My voice has rhythms like sentences, but none of the words sound familiar. My visual field is sweeping in a circle. I see an old world city. I'm hearing bells. Gustav wrestles me to the ground and kills my feed. Clabber Girl takes me home. I conk out. Monday morning, I call Gustav. He tells me he's traced through our log that Jumpy used a back-channel exploit to pawn me. a reverse immersion from their spoofed IP. And of course, they're not from Wichita. Clabber Girl's done a terabyte Bayesian analysis that traces their stream to a server in Budapest. Monday afternoon, I check out some public streams of Budapest. I see footage of a river, a skating rink, and a hipster bar called Zimpla. I'm exhausted like you wouldn't believe. I go back to bed and sleep clear through Monday night and well into the next day. And then it's back to our warehouse for the Tuesday night Zigzag show. Zick, Clabber Girl, and Gustav are already there. They have a new piece of electrical machinery that resembles a Tesla coil. It has a short, stout column with wire wound all around it. There's an insulated hand grip at one end of the column and a metal torus on the other end, like a donut. I ask them what the thing's for, but they feed me a line of jive.
Good for meat space zaps,
Goes Gustav.
Chip frying, signal overloads.
Adds Clabber Girl.
It makes purple sparks.
Says Zick.
Nice eyeball kicks.
Where'd you get it? I ask.
Found it at CD's.
Says Gustav.
After you and Clabber left, it was lying on the floor.
Whatever. I don't have the energy to grill my so-called friends, now turned so sly. I need to brace myself for tonight's run. We'll be heading to Union Square to stream the happy throngs around the big Christmas tree. Lame stream, mainstream. Zick wants to buy shoes and a schoolgirl frock at Macy's. She's hoping they'll comp her the goods because we're semi-famous. After Macy's, we'll go out into the intersection where Powell hits Market, screw up the traffic. Shoppers scolding us. Might be funny. And then, if we don't get busted, we'll trundle back to CD's.
You ready?
Goes Zick.
You look scared.
She's all business, saving her enchantress routine for the cameras. Wondering how late we'll run, I mutter. Don't like what happened Sunday night.
Your voice sounds rusty.
Says Zick.
You damaged it, yelling that hard, like a raving maniac. Keep it up and you'll scare our users away.
Sex and Jumpy are the ones I'd like to scare away.
They just wanted to play.
Says Zick, tossing her hair. I've got the Danube River in my head, I tell her. Muddy, frigid, dark. Jumpy dragged me into it. That's why I screamed. Why are you such a bitch?
We need focus from you.
Says Zick, her voice hard.
And empathy. Tonight is important. Those two Hungarians, I saw them today. We talked. And I didn't scream like a crazy person.
How did they reach you?
They came in through, I don't know, it was my doorbell or my toaster or some scungy hacker crap like that. We discussed a deal. They'll be at Union Square tonight. They want to partner with us. Gustav and Clabber Girl are down with it too. Good for everyone.
As if, I tell Zick. I turn to Gustav and Clabber Girl. Can you block them? Our Tesla coil thing? It'll help?
Maybe not.
Says Gustav, his voice deep and slow.
Sex and Jumpy have a fat stream. Very subtle. Quantum coherent.
They come on like a wisp of hiss,
Says Clabber Girl.
a transient buzz, and then foop.
She unleashes her graveyard laugh.
The Wichita linemen are on the line.
Adds Gustav, crooning the words. Heavily significant and mysterioso. I feel incredibly paranoid. My posse is setting me up for a blown mind burn. Zick smiles at me, as if she knows exactly where my head is at. She hands me my camera helmet.
Solidarity, brah.
We space out, yes?
Adds Clabber Girl, faking a Hungarian accent.
And then we make happy ending.
She lights a cigarette and jams it into the corner of her mouth. The smoke drifts across her weathered face. Her eyes are bright and amused. Screw them all. I put on my helmet. Sometimes, when I'm streaming, I use my regular vision. But not tonight. Not with my 3 buds coming on so weird. I pull down my display goggles to cover my eyes. Clabber Girl sparks our transmission and we're live, the 4 of us hopping out of our warehouse, our feet clomping the cold pavement. We catch an electric robo-car, gently humming it tools down back streets to the pulsing center of town. Good visuals tonight. San Francisco hues, lavender neon martini glasses, orange flicker-cladding jumpsuits. glowing magenta blue graffiti, jugglers with red and green flares. I shade our stream towards the warm end of the spectrum. I feel high, even though I'm deeply afraid, like a soldier going into combat. Zik's in the seat next to me, doing a routine, preening, posing, jabbering about shoes. She sounds brittle. We're all thinking about the elephants in our bubble, Jumpy and Six. Elephant in Hungarian is elephant talk. How do I even know that? I voice activate my video brush and begin collaging in images from my horde, filling the dank, empty spaces of my stream, gesturing with my hands to position the visuals just so. Clabber Girl likes this part. I open a channel so she can tweak too. Let there be gnarl, I intone, and I go into a rap inspired by Zik's mention of shoes. Shoe goo glue, shoe fly pie, cobbler's last, the last supper club, Custer's last stand, stand by me at the fornication nation union station, the zigzag stream, everyone's a star. When the jive gets good to me and the visuals flow, well, at first the users feel like they're seeing our thoughts, but then it gets gooder and they start to think they're seeing their own thoughts. Synchronicity, baby, dancing with the muse. We're in Union Square, the big tree, the lights of Macy's, people in Santa hats, and how could I have forgotten? Ye old Union Square ice rink. Zik heads straight for it, and oh God, Clabber Girl rents skates for the four of us, and now Gustav is doing a shoe clerk thing, lacing up my pair. If I fall, I'll break the camera, I protest.
We're with you,
Says Gustav.
all the way.
We're on the ice. People wave to us and skate circles around us, wanting to be in our stream. Gustav and the sharp-elbowed Clabber Girl are next to Zik and me. Our guards, I hope. Gustav is holding that Tesla coil thing by its grip, and Clabber sculpts the air around it with her hands. The metal donut sprouts a decorative halo of pale purple sparks. I'm still watching the scene through my goggles, immersed in my processed version of reality. The images are compelling. The frosty ice, the twinkling tree lights, the revelers' happy mugs. We're sweeping in a circle, just like the scene I saw on Sunday night after Jumpy pawned me. And now comes the glitch. Doesn't even surprise me. A pop, a jolt of static, and our streamcast shows Sex and Jumpy with us on the Union Square rink. An overlay, right? A video brush fake for sure. I flip up my goggles to confirm this, and, the two Hungarians are here in the flesh. Materialized out of nowhere. Teleported in from Budapest, you might say. Except that, up until 10 seconds ago, teleportation didn't exist. The physical Hungarians don't look like their stream images. Sex is an overweight hacker guy with a sparse beard, and by no means a fashion model type woman. As for Jumpy, well, turns out she's the one who's female. A lithe Euro hipster woman wearing a camera helmet like mine. She carries a tool like Gustav has, a thing that vaguely resembles a Tesla coil, with a handle and a column wound with wire, with a sparking torus at one end. I'm guessing that let's call it a teleportation wand. Zik, Gustav, and Clabber Girl already understand all of this. They're cheering, and Gustav's holding his own teleportation wand over his head, showering festive sparks. The Hungarians skate over to me.
Partners now, yes?
Says Jumpy, the Hungarian woman. She's very cute, slim, smart, ironic.
You're friends. They've agreed.
Solidarity.
Puts in Sex, the hacker guy. It's the same word that Zik used a half an hour ago. I glance over at her. She nods. Well, why not, I say. Not that I really understand. Mainly, I'm curious. Can we test if our teleportation wand works too?
Wand is what you want to call it.
Says Jumpy and laughs.
Go, hop to Budapest. Your wand knows the way home.
Gustav beckons to me, his gestures grand and expansive, like a kid on Christmas morning. Zik, Clabber Girl, and I squeeze up against him. He holds our teleportation wand above our heads like a surreal umbrella. The lavishly cascading sparks enclose us. A pop, a jolt of static, and we're on an ice ring in, yep, it's Budapest. The Heroes Square, with statues of the nation's 7 badass founders. Huge ice rink, with everyone staring at us. A minute later, Sex and Jumpy join us. Jumpy wants to talk to me some more, and for sure, I want to talk to her. But I'm still a little disgruntled about what she did to me at Seedy's on Sunday night. "Why did you pawn me and make me scream?" I asked.
Sorry.
Says Jumpy, ducking her head so cute.
That's when I was calibrating the route. Seemed like a fun, easy way, feedbacking your stream. I'm a fan of your show, to explain this. But my words came through your mouth and not good result. Sorry.
Apology accepted, I say. This woman is the one, at last. Her cheerful, lively face, her dancing eyes. Meeting her is as amazing as the fact of teleportation. But I'm confused, I continue. Seems like you need a receiver as well as a transmitter, like with a broadcast system. A device at each end? Just now we hopped from San Francisco to Budapest, and you were still in Union Square. There wasn't a receiver here to, unpack our signal?
It's not like a phone call.
Puts in Sex, the hacker guy.
It's like knowing a route on a map. Any path that's been calibrated, you can teleport it from either end. This is the beauty part, yes?
The light dawns.
Says Jumpy, closely watching me.
And now we make partnership?
Yes, I cry. Thank you. I give her a hug, figuring I can get away with it.
I don't get why she wants us.
Says Zick. She's used to being the star. She's a little put on by my instant crush.
We need the Zigzag group because of your user base.
Says Jumpy.
And your US status. And your knowing of the ropes.
To be sure,
Goes Clabber Girl.
our knowing of the ropes.
Zigzag Fat Stream.
Intones Gustav.
I registered it as a trademark and a corporate name this afternoon.
We're here for you.
Says Zick, beaming her smile into my camera.
Stay tuned.
I check my controls, and yes, despite our jump, the Zigzag show is still live. We've got like 1 billion real-time users just now. Zigzag Fat Stream is in business for true. The 6 of us skate a slow victory lap around the Heroes Square rink, and I'm holding Jumpy's hand. The church bells ring.